Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today we are very fortunate. We have Her Grace, Amrita Madhavi Mataji. Mataji is going to enlighten us from Srimad Bhagvatam, from Canto 6, verse number 23. Hare Krishna Mataji, when you... Mataji, you are on mute. We cannot hear you. And also, do you need to share the screen also, Mataji?
No, I am seeing it myself there. If you can share the screen, you can. It's 6.18.23. If you are able to share the screen, you can. Otherwise, I am reading it from my tablet and I'm speaking. If you share, I have no problem. If somebody has time to see, or if they're working and parallelly hearing, that doesn't matter. So we pray now. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamiti Namini Namahacharya Padaya Nitai Kipapradaya Gauragata Damdaya Nagaradam Tarani Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschati Deshtarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Giri Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Om Tatsat Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Yes, so now we're going to read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, Text 23. Shri Shuka Uvacha Hataputraditi Shakra Parshini Grahena Vishnuna Manyuna Shokadittena Jwalanti Paryachintayad. Translation 6th Canto, 18th chapter, text 23, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Sri Shukadev Goswami said, just to help Indra, Lord Vishnu killed the two brothers, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Because of their being killed, their mother Diti, overwhelmed with lamentation and anger, contemplated as follows. So the story of Diti's two sons being killed, from there the answer is being given. Actually, Parikshit Maharaj asked a question. How come Maruts, which were in the womb of Diti, who were supposed to be asuras, how come they were converted into demigods? Was it because they performed some nice austerities? Why did Indra convert Diti's 49 children into demigods? That was the question for which the whole story is being told by Shukadeva Goswami. So the answer is beginning from here, and it says that how actually Mother Diti, wife of Kashyapa, was heartbroken and she was lamenting. Sometimes when we are too much materialistic, we become blind to justice. We become self-centered. Any loss to us is unfair. even though we have been unfair. If we are unfair, it is just to deal with us unfairly. Like for Mother Diti to have her sons killed by Lord Vishnu is just because they were terrible miscreants in the world. So it was just to kill the two children. But Mother Diti was self centered and she became partially blind to justice and also to the transcendental fact that it was not anyone who killed, it was Lord Vishnu who killed. It is the same reason Mother Devi, she, when she conceived and then apologized for having relationship at all with her husband, she apologized to have conceived at that wrong time. Kashyapa said, "What is done now cannot be undone. You are going to get two terrible sons who are going to be real criminals for the world. Everybody are going to be disturbed. And so, they will be killed." And she was so heartbroken. Oh, I'm feeling so bad. I'm so sorry. I mean, she said sorry, but said, because you're sorry, Lord Vishnu is going to kill them. So, and not only that, then you will have a grandson, who's going to be a devotee of Vishnu. So he won't be killed. So, she was very happy at that time to know that her two sons who are yet to be born, they would be killed by Vishnu. She said it's so nice thing, to have one's children. See, they being bad is bad, but Lord Vishnu coming and killing them, this is something very, very auspicious. It's something very nice thing. Like that, she actually celebrated. But that was in somewhere in third canto. We had to learn that. She actually celebrated. She was very happy. But the same person, this how, we as devotees in the beginning, when we get to know we should do 16 rounds, we should follow four regulative principles, and we should do our service. Initially, we are very enthusiastic. Yes, we will do, we will do, we will do. And then somehow we fall into the trap of Maya, and then everything becomes difficult. So it was the same with Mother Diti. Though her children being killed by Vishnu was a very nice thing, she was not able to digest when it actually happened. And she started blaming Indra for this. So, how does she blame? Now you're getting to know. She's already lamenting, she's angry. When Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha Smriti Vibhramaha, Smriti Vramshat Buddhi Nashu, Buddhi Nashat Pranashyati. Bhagavad Gita says that in second chapter. That is, because of anger, uncontrolled anger, we become bewildered. And with that bewilderment, our intelligence is lost. And then we fall down into the cycle of birth and death. Means it is enough. If you want to come back into the cycle of birth and death, we just have to get angry every day. Get angry every day, and that's a good reason to take birth again. It is that much dangerous. Anger is so much dangerous. That's why lust, anger, and greed are considered as three gates to hell in Bhagavad Gita. And our Diti was now totally in ignorance. Therefore, she was lamenting. Though her children were killed by Lord Vishnu, she was lamenting. She was angry. And she was contemplating like this. Like what? Let's see the next verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, text number 24. Kadanu Bhraturhantaram Indriyaramamulbanam Aklinna Hridayam Papam Ghatayitva Shaye Sukham. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, text 24, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Lord Indra, who is very much fond of sense gratification, has killed the two brothers, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, by means of Lord Vishnu. Therefore, Indra is cruel, hard-hearted, and sinful. When will I, having killed him, rest with a pacified mind? So Mother Diti is thinking like this. She's thinking that why did my two sons die? Because Indra wanted them to be dead, and Indra took help of Vishnu to kill. Because why Indra wanted to kill them? Because he was afraid that Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu are chasing him out of heaven, and they are ruling and they are enjoying. But Indra wanted to rule. Indra wanted to enjoy. He's into sense gratification. So for his sense gratification, he convinced Lord Vishnu to kill my two children. It's that kind of words that she was speaking in pain, in loss of her children, like that Indra, his sake of for his sense gratification, if he is killing brothers, Hiranyaksha and Indra's mother's sons were Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu's two sisters, Diti and so here our Indra's mother's son killed by Indra. That means she said that means he's so cruel. His own brothers, he wanted them to be dead. He's cruel. He's hard-hearted. He's sinful. So I also have to kill him. If he can kill his brothers, I also want to kill him. Then only I'll be pacified. Then only I can rest with pacified mind. So next verse. No purport for many of these verses. Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, Text 25. Krami vidbhasma samyasid yasyeshabhihi tasya cha bhutadhar bhutadhriktatkృతే swartham kim veda nirayo yataha. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, Text 25, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. When dead, the bodies of all the rulers known as kings and great leaders will be transformed into worms, stool, or ashes. If one enviously kills others for the protection of such a body, does he actually know the true interest of life? Certainly he does not. For if one is envious of other entities, he surely goes to hell. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The material body, even if possessed by a great king, is ultimately transformed into stool, worms, or ashes. When one is too attached to the bodily conception of life, he is certainly not very intelligent. Actually, Mother Diti is lamenting. While lamenting, she feels that her sons were unnecessarily killed by their cousin Indra because he wanted to selfishly enjoy self gratification. Now she's saying why he wants to enjoy sense gratification at the cost of others. After all, doesn't he know that when he also is going to die, his body also will decay? And it will be eaten by worms, it will convert into stool. Doesn't he know that much? If he knows that much, for the temporary life, for temporary life sense gratification, why he had to kill my sons in that way? So thinking like that, she's talking philosophy. Sometimes we all talk philosophy. In a way, it is very profitable for us. Even though we may be at fault, we sometimes look for examples in the Shastras to prove whatever we are doing is right. Though it may be an exceptional thing, sometimes there are some exceptions in the Shastras. Some exceptions are there. Suppose, Draupadi married 5 Pandavas. Suppose if someone wants to marry more people, then she can, if she quotes Draupadi's example, say she married, why I can't marry? It's like if we want to do something, so then we are looking for such examples and quoting Shastras. That we should not do. But here Diti was trying to do that actually. Diti was, finding fault with Indra, and then she was talking the right philosophy, but that philosophy is not actually applicable to her sons or for her. Because whoever Shastra says that if there is an aggressor, Atatayinaha in Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, I think verse number 30 plus something, 33 or 34, something like that, or 36. In that verse, it says that 6 kinds of aggressors, they should be killed. Prabhupada in the purport, first few lines, he says aggressors, they should be killed immediately. That's how we do the justice to them. So these people were terrible aggressors. They had to be killed. There was nothing wrong. But she's telling, why were they killed? Because Indra wanted to enjoy. Why does he want to enjoy? Doesn't he know he's also going to die one day? Doesn't he know his body also will be eaten by stools? It will be called stool or eaten by worms, etc. Then if he does not know that much, and if he does such nasty things as killing others' children, then that is not an intelligent thing to do. Like that. So Prabhupada is saying, yeah, is explaining the philosophical part, that when we know that our body is material, and and then also if we are too attached to enjoying sense gratification, then we are not wise. So that's the point that Prabhupada wants us to know, that we have to be intelligent. So we should not use our body just to work hard like a donkey, so that we can maintain body at high levels of pleasure by eating nicely, by sleeping in a comfortable place, and things like that. We should all eat, we should all live in a house, but we should be doing everything in a way it pleases Krishna. We should do all our duties in a way that back to Godhead. Our whole life must be it should be used like an opportunity, the only opportunity, the last opportunity to go back to Godhead. Every single day we should think, how will I use to Godhead, by how I serve Krishna in the best possible way. So today only I was discussing with my family that, if we want to be successful, it's not our job that's going to make us successful. Or it's not even the looks. It's not even the studies. The person has to be successful. He has to be internally beautiful with very nice qualities, and he should be in a mood of serving others. Point number one. And be successful in his job life, then not that he should be earning good money or working very hard, but he should, first of all, he should be focused on two things. One is that he's having a body, so he has to maintain it, for which he needs a job, and he is the soul, and so the soul has taken body with the goal of going back to Godhead. So his focus has to be, what I can do to save my soul, I can do to go back to Godhead. And when I do something to go back to God, how I can preserve this body to help myself to go back to Godhead. So to preserve this body, what job I should do. And I was telling that in case if somebody wants to do a job, and if they have to be successful, then first thing is that they have to be disciplined. If one is disciplined to sleep in time, then they can wake in time. When you wake up in time and do the first thing, the duty towards the soul, that is chanting of our rounds, regular Hare Krishna mantra, our basic 16 rounds, committed rounds, if we can do it at the most sincere standards, most attentive way, and most prayerfully, begging the Lord to see, if we do it the right way, then if we depend on the Lord, if we pray to Lord, day help me to do my material duties and spiritual duties, in a way it pleases you, and in that way, in the mode of density, and have the discipline, the another day, then do devotional service of chanting your rounds early in the morning, and do it with a dedication towards spiritual master's pleasure. So let it be dedicated for our spiritual master, or for Srila Prabhupada if you don't have spiritual master, for spiritual, for Prabhupada's pleasure or for our spiritual master's pleasure. Let's dedicate our japa, and let's dedicate our day all duties to Guru and Krishna, and let us do so with D for let's never give up. If we do that, if it is not this job, if it is not another job, Krishna will show us to maintain our body what money is needed, it's going to come. If we are really sincere, if we are really willing to work from our heart to our best in order to please Krishna, to get perfection in our job, this job or job does not matter. If we learn to do our duties to please Krishna, it is duty to take care of our livelihood. So job is not the most important thing. The most important thing is the time that we have and how we are going to use it. And the time that we have in this body, how we are going to use it. As if it's the last day, as if it's the last hour, how best we can to please Krishna. Bhakti, be careful, don't. Yeah. So, or else pause and you can do something else which does not make noise. Okay, Bhakti. Yeah. So, these things, if we're aware, then we're intelligent. What are the things? Have the desire back to Godhead, using body and do, sleep on time, wake up in time, and then do your devotional service. The third D, do your devotional service attentively and be dependent on the Lord for mercy throughout the day, not just during chanting. Throughout the day, be prayerfully dependent on the Lord to do your duties in a way it pleases the Lord, and do it with a dedicated heart. Let whatever I do, it's for the pleasure of my spiritual master. And stay determined to maintain the same attitude, and stay determined to do your spiritual and material duties every moment in a way it pleases the Lord. So the 6 Ds, I was just discussing with the family that if we can be very serious, then Krishna rewards. Krishna rewards whatever is needed. I don't say that he will reward us in crores or in lakhs, but he will reward us with whatever is needed. If we need more, then he will provide more. If means if we are going to be used like Prabhupada needed more because he had to open 108 centers. So Krishna provided more. When Prabhupada was just taking care of his family and a small business, Prabhupada provided as much as was needed. But when Prabhupada was living for the Guru's orders, then Krishna gave Prabhupada whatever was needed in crores. He opened temples in 108 and 10,000 disciples and 13 times, 14 times world tour. So where does the money come from? Krishna provided. So if we are intelligent to use our body and mind in a disciplined way to do devotional service and to do all other duties with dependence on the Lord, dedicating all services to Guru and Krishna with determination, then it is sure that Krishna is going to provide whatever is needed by us according to Krishna's expectations, not according to our expectations. So this is being intelligent to use our life in a way it pleases Guru and Krishna, to use our life in a way that we are extracting the most out of our time to please Guru and Krishna. So that's intelligence. But just to think that, I want to enjoy this, I want to enjoy that, so I want to earn and I want to spend and I want to have fun. That's not intelligence, says Prabhupada. Let's continue to next verse. Canto 6, chapter 18, text 26. आशासनस्य तस्येदं ध्रुवम् उन्नद्धचेतसः Mada Shoshaka Indrasya Bhuyadyena Sutohime. Canto 6, Chapter 18, Text 26, Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Diti thought, Indra considers his body eternal, and thus he has become unrestrained. I therefore wish to have a son who can remove Indra's madness. Let me adopt some means to help me in this. So Diti thinks that Indra is, for the sake of his sense gratification, he has gone up to the low level of getting his brothers killed, getting his cousins killed. He has come to such a low standard. He's not at all sense control. He's unrestrained. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a purport. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. One who is in the bodily conception of life is compared in the Shastras to animals like cows and asses. Diti wanted to punish Indra, who had become like a lower animal. So Prabhupada is explaining what Diti was thinking. And as per Shastras also, that if somebody is so much attached to his sense gratification, then they are like, like animals. They're because animals are only thinking of their sense gratification and they don't know about going back to Godhead. So if being a human, we are only thinking of entertaining our senses, then we are as good as cows and asses. Like that. So Diti was thinking that Indra is like cow and ass. So she wanted to punish him. Next verse. Canto 6, chapter 18, text 27 and 28. Iti bhavena sa bhartur achachara sakritpriyam shushrushayanu ragena prashra prashrayena damena cha. Canto 6, chapter 18, text 27 and 28. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila. Oh, okay, 28th verse. Bhaktya paramaya rajan manojnair valgubhashitai manu jagrah jagraha bhavajna sasmita sasmitapanga vikshanaihi. So, Canto 6, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, text 27 and 28, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Thinking in this way, with the desire for a son to kill Indra, Diti began constantly acting to satisfy Kashyapa by her pleasing behavior. O king, Diti always carried out Kashyapa's orders very faithfully as he desired, with service, love, humility, and control, with words spoken very sweetly to satisfy her husband, and with smiles and glances at him, Diti attracted his mind and brought it under her control. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. When a woman wants to endear herself to her husband and make him very faithful, she must try to please him in all respect. When a husband is pleased with his wife, the wife can receive all necessities, ornaments, and full satisfaction for her senses. Herein, this is indicated by the behavior of Diti. So you see, it's a very nice for the newly married. So it says how to control the husband if one wants to control. So what Diti did was she was trying to control the mind of Kashyapa. So to do that, Prabhupada says that if you really want to make her husband love her, adore her, then she must please the husband in all respects. Which all respects she pleased? She you see here Prabhupada, I mean translation says that her behavior was very pleasing. In what way? First thing, every man loves to be respected. So if a woman respects the husband becomes fully content. Respect him. what he wants and just do that. Whatever.
Mata, your voice was breaking. Can you please repeat again?
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
So,
the sentence before here.
bringing the
Thank
phone
you.
closer. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, this women, if they want to control the husband in a very submissive way, then the trick is told here by Srimad Bhagavatam translation. The verse is talking. So, what is the woman, what is Diti doing here to control Kashyapa's mind? Is that she actually listened, she followed the orders of Kashyapa. Every man wants to be respected by his wife at least. So if the wife does not respect the husband is fully shattered. It is piercing pain a husband will undergo if she is not respected by his wife. How can a wife please the husband is by respecting him? What do you mean by respect? Respect, how does a husband know that he's respected by the wife is when his words are taken very seriously by the wife. If wife attentively hears the words of the husband and takes all the desires of the husband seriously as if it is order, and if she fulfills the husband's desires very religiously every day at the first priority, as a first priority, then husband feels respected. So Diti did the same thing. She followed the orders of Kashyapa very faithfully as he desired. Then, with service, love, humility, and control. So, what she did, she served him very nicely and she spoke very sweetly. Love means the words were spoken very sweetly to satisfy her husband. And humility, when a wife is listening to all the orders of the husband and fulfilling it, then it's nothing but humility. And also it's control, because she's not doing what she wants, she's doing what her husband wants. So all these qualities actually conquer the husband. In other words, if we just be a puppet of the husband, then the husband will become a dog of the wife. Prabhupada said husband becomes the dog of wife because if the wife is submissive servant of the husband, if wife just submissively serves the husband, if she does not fight, if she does not say no to his passionate expectations, if she does not say no, he may say that, see, I want you to be very disciplined. You should sleep at this time. You should wake up at this time, and you should do this. She may have that. He may want this, but she may want that. If she puts aside her that's, and if she takes care of his this, all the this is finished. The husband is fully conquered. Then when she says, I want that, he will do everything. Husband becomes a dog. Prabhupada said that dog of the wife, if the wife is submissive servant of the husband. It's what I have heard. I didn't check where Prabhupada said, but it's what I have heard once upon a time, maybe in my Bhakti Shastri course time or something. So the wife, Diti, was behaving, though a little bit artificially, she tried her best to please her husband. Why? Not because she was submissive, but because she had an ulterior motive that she wanted her husband's son, Indra, to be killed by another son from the husband who will take birth in her womb. This was her intention. Anyway, we go to the next verse. I think time is running. The next verse we stop today. Canto 6, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, Text 29. Evam striya chadi bhuto vidwan api manojnaya padham iti aha vivasho nata chitram yoshiti. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, Text 29, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Although Kashyapa Muni was a learned scholar, he was captivated by Diti's artificial behavior, which brought him under her control. Therefore, he assured his wife that he would fulfill her desires. Such a promise by a husband is not at all astonishing. You see, Shastra is saying that men, materialistic men, I'm not talking about the devotee men in this call, because devotee men are blessed with sharp intelligence. But here, our Kashyapa Muni, nowhere it is told that Kashyapa Muni was a great devotee. Our teacher Gauranga Krishna Prabhu was saying that nowhere it is told that Kashyapa Muni was a great devotee. He was a good Brahmana, no doubt, but not a pure devotee. Greatness, not a pure devotee. So it is very natural for Kashyapa Muni to fall victim to this artificial humility, artificial respectful behavior. No? So that's what happened that actually by her artificial behavior also, a woman even by this artificial behavior can conquer a man, but a man who's a devotee, who's learning Srimad Bhagavatam, especially hears this part also, how can he be captivated? Because his heart is not ruled by his false ego. Devotee, a devotee male-bodied soul's heart is ruled by Guru's orders, by Krishna's orders. So the husband-bodied soul who is living to please his Guru, he can never be controlled by such artificial behaviors of the wives. But here our Kashyapa Muni was like any other husband. So Srimad Bhagavatam says such a promise by a husband is not at all astonishing. See, therefore he assured his wife that he would fulfill her desires. See, seeing her good behavior, Kashyap Muni promises that I'll fulfill your desires, and that's not surprising because a man's heart gets melted when he's respected. Just as now, here's the secret for women, for men, that just as woman's heart gets melted by a husband's unlimited love in the form of words, in the form of appreciation, in the form of affectionate touch, in the form of little gifts, little, not expensive, little gifts, and in the form of quality time. If a husband gives, a woman gets purchased. Women will do anything for her husband. So we have done justice to both Prabhuji bodied souls and Mataji bodied souls. The secret to control one another is told, but the topmost secret is learn Bhagavatam, then and be controlled by Guru's orders and be controlled by Krishna's orders, expectations, Srimad Bhagavatam's expectations. Since there's no purport, we will go on. It's just 6:30. I wanted to wind up the class early because I have exams on the 25th, and we have to prepare third canto, 11 chapters. So I won't stay for long, but I think we can do one or okay. I think I will stop at this because it's a little long purport. We will go for question answers now. We can have 10 minutes question answers, and then I will leave it 10 minutes early today. Okay. So thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Any comments or any questions? Please ask. I'm sorry I could not do justice to the time limit today because I have exams. If you have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we're going to wind up. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Mandavat Pranam to you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai,
Namaste.
Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. I've heard you after a long time. I was not here, but it was a wonderful class, and with so much of enthusiasm, you're, encouraging us to read more of Srimad Bhagavatam. And also, because of that enthusiasm, I'm also currently, reading the where I left back because I was not able to attend the classes from India. And this was continuously going on, Bhagavad Seva. But yeah, it's very nice, to hear these verses. Although I was not very much connected earlier, but it's you had mentioned that Kashyap Muni is basically is not like a pure devotee, right?
Not pure devotee.
Yeah,
He's a good sage, very good sage.
he's a good sage. Okay. So it's not like uh,
Not pure
okay.
devotee. Could be mixed devotee or whatever. Like us. Maybe better than us.
Okay,
Better
okay,
than
okay.
others. Not pure devotee like that. That's what I heard
Yeah.
from Gauranga Prabhu, that he's not pure devotee. That's why he keeps falling down to the trap of the wife and all that.
Yeah. And while
Maybe
hearing
he's
this,
like Prahlad, very strong. Huh?
I was remembering the story of, see, the names I'm not very clear with. There was this Mataji who got married to, she was from a very rich family, and then she got married to someone who's like incarnation of Krishna, and then she would become very weak, and then
Devahuti married Kardama. Devahuti married
yeah,
Kardama and got son Kapila, who is incarnation of Krishna.
yes, yes, yes. I was just remembering that because I don't have much background in this, and my mind was going, and that's why I asked you the question, because I know that with who was the Mataji's name? Can you repeat Mataji one more time?
Devahuti. Devahuti.
Devahuti, yeah. So Devahuti, of course, both husband and wife were devotee, and she was not. She was generally desiring to have a son, but her motive was not like ill motive was not there. Thinking that okay, take a revenge and all that. So when we see this is like a material aspect coming to us, where generally people they're motivated by ill feelings, and then they want to move forward with that, right?
Yes. Actually, here's Diti. Diti's today's topic was Diti and Kashyapa. And
Yeah.
Diti had ill motives to kill Indra. But it does not happen, Kashyapa Muni also does not, Kashyapa Muni tricks her actually. From tomorrow onwards, when you see, you will see that Kashyapa Muni understands her ill motives. First time he got trapped and he came in contact with her physically and she conceived two demoniac children because of the wrong timings and he listened to her. So this time he does not want to commit that mistake. Though he is not a pure devotee, but he is a very good sage, so he does not commit second time mistake. He tricks her actually, and he makes her do devotional service so that she gets purified, because she came with ill motives, like any one of us. We may have ill motives to kill someone or something. We means generally people from this world. We may have, people in this earth will have, but those saintly, Kashyapa Muni was a very saintly sage. His wife, how she could have such thing, but he being a saintly sage, he used his intelligence and he made her actually do one particular worship in a way that that she got purified and then what happens, you will only hear in the classes, maybe in future I may also get to explain that part of the story, we'll see at that time. So means what you will learn is that he makes her do devotional service. He says, okay, I don't know exact wordings what he will say, where you have to go through it, but he does not say no, but he intelligently tricks her by saying, you do this particular puja, then you'll get a good son. So what happens is that while doing the puja, but you should not, sleep or something, he says, you should not sleep in the wrong time or something. And she ends up committing a mistake. But the puja that she did actually purifies her heart. And then the situations will happen in such a way that her hatred will go away. Means a whole meaning, that one meaning that we have to get out of this is, even if we are mean-minded, even if we are under the influence of tamoguna, if we do devotional service, then our hearts do get purified. Can I have some water? Tea? Or what? So so yes, she was not having good motives while asking for son. She was not having good motives, but her husband makes her develop that purity by making her do some devotional service. That you will see. What is that you will see? And that we can teach anyone in this Kali Yuga also to do the same things what she was asked to do by her husband. That particular vrata, it's a vrata of some 14 days or something. that if anybody does, they will also get very good children. So that you will see in the next classes. But I think it was just a conversation. You didn't have any specific question. You just said this much, right, Madhaji?
Yes, Mataji, I was just saying that how, when we were hearing about Aditi and her motives, and I would say negative motives, how it is very important, I feel like at times when Srila Prabhupada has also mentioned that, it's very important for ladies to get protection, from their husband, because, their mind could be like, how the mind becomes an enemy. Bhagavad Gita says that. And then you cling on to these negative energies, and then, so I think it's like you mentioned, that the husband will guide her in the future. So it's so important for Matajis to be under the protection of the husband, and so just that point was coming to me. But yeah, I just had a general comment. But thank you so much, Mataji, for always enlightening us, and being here on the call, and consistently. I was really feeling guilty that some of our speakers come, from India, but I'm not somehow able to join regularly from there. So Maya has a very strong effect on me, and but I still continue with my personal reading and chanting, and but that's not enough. Hearing is important. So I'm glad to be back here with devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, it's so nice that I'm also getting to hear from you after a long time. I was also missing you in the call. Any one of you, when you are not there, I remember, okay, this person is not there. But yes, you were not under Maya, dear Mataji. Even when we go to Mayapur, it becomes difficult for us to do the same services which we do here when we are here. There I lose track of day, date, everything. Only I know the time. It's morning, it's noon, it's night. That's all. Time just flies. So especially you people come to India with so many targets in mind, and you people will be in a shock that, oh, now this has to be done this much time. So it's very difficult to match with your previous schedule and attend these classes. But the very fact that you were reading Bhagavatam, that is like Nishtha. You didn't stop reading, which is very, very amazing. And so you would get definitely 100 out of 100 in Krishna's perspective, in spiritual master's perspective, for doing your reading and doing your chanting, dear Mataji. So don't worry. If you had come to India to settle down, in few months' time, you would have got adjusted, and then you would have adjusted to this, coming to this call and hearing the lecture also, if you had come to settle. But you come for a short time, so we can't expect ourselves to do that standard which we do in another place. Place change matters to everybody. Our schedules go bad, but our spiritual masters are at a very high level. Wherever they go, they manage to do 5 classes. Wherever they go, they manage to do their chanting, their minimum sleeping. Our spiritual masters are at that level. We should aspire to be at that level. But for now, what you're doing is also very wonderful, Mataji. The very fact you were reading Srimad Bhagavatam, that was really, really wonderful. Thank you so much for your association once again. Hare Krishna. Anybody
Thank
has
you,
any
Mataji.
question?
And Mataji, I was really inspired, like when Srila Prabhupada, he came from India so many years back. The only thing he carries is Srimad Bhagavatam. So I made sure I carried my Bhagavatam with me. Even if I'm going for 2.5 months, my Bhagavatam has to go with me, because it is such an important book. Our Acharya Srila Prabhupada was carrying this book. So all the time, Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, we have to make space for it. In spite the books are heavy, but that is the inspiring to the soul, to us. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much. But I have one suggestion. I also have the same habit of carrying the big fat books because I like to underline and learn. But nowadays, I prefer to carry this in place of I see my tablet. It's my tablet. I carry this because this helps me actually to read Bhagavatam, all cantos. It's very lightweight. My
Nice.
husband purchased for himself, and he felt it's too heavy. But for me, it's much lighter than Bhagavatam book. I carry this wherever I go, and I open this because all cantos, all books, not only Bhagavatam, I get all books in this. all in one. So I keep, even if I have to give a class, I keep my phone and I keep that open, and I keep moving next, like that. So that you can try taking, Kindle or a tablet. This is a tablet, Samsung tablet. So like that, something like that, you can have, and then your weight will be much lesser. Your pain on the shoulders, if you're carrying something, will be much lesser. So, and you will feel that you have all the cantos with you. Anything, any reference you want, you can always jump from here to there. And this is my experience. But yes, when I have to prepare for exam, I carry this, and I carry my book also. Because I like to underline, and I like to turn pages back and revise. So for the exam purpose, only that particular canto I carry. But for reading purpose, I take the tablet with. So if you wish, you can do that. But if you like the feel of having book Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. You want to feel that Lord Krishna in the book form. I want to have him close to my heart. Then definitely it's worth carrying that one book. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else have any questions? Huh?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam, all goes to Srila Prabhupada.
Dandat Pranam, Prabhu. Jai
Such a
Shri
nice
Prabhupada.
And you have taken us, thank you for your nectarian class and purifying association. The section that you went through in nicely touched upon the ideal man-woman relationship in the context of Krishna consciousness, as well as when material gunas, modes of material nature pollute them. And so it was very nice to realize and reflect upon. Thank you for your nice class, nectarian words, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Partha Prabhu. Thank you so much for your kind words. All glories to my teachers, and all glories to Srila Prabhupada and his beautiful purports. Hare Krishna. Anybody else has to say something, or we will end the call?
Hare
Because we'll
Krishna,
go
Hare
for-
Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful class, Mataji. Always you give so much nectar to us. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for your kind words. All glories to all my teachers, and all glories to all you people's blessings. You people are such wonderful devotees. Because of you, I also read Bhagavatam, from so many years. You have been asking me to come. There were times that I was not having time to read Bhagavatam. Only for your class, I was reading and coming, only that much. But now you see, because of your blessings like that, I got a taste and I started doing course on Bhagavatam, Bhakti Vaibhava course. And I have exams now. I come to the position of learning. It's all your blessings. I am very, very grateful to all of you in the call. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Always
Thank you,
Prabhupada.
Mataji. Hare Krishna for wonderful and nectarian class as always, which gives us some lessons. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. All glories to all my teachers. Nikunja Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, which was the last verse you
Hare.
finished today? Sorry, I was a little bit away from phone.
I will check. I also don't remember. I'll check and let you know. Please,